In the picture above is Bill Hall of Oaktown. He skis along the Wabash River to accomplish his New Year's Day annual adventure. He and fellow skiers Ty Warner, Mark Geit, and Harry Draper braved the freezing temperatures for the river adventure. Cold weather can prevent Hall's monthly ski trek. Bill Hall tries to pick the warmest days in each month of the year to water ski on the Wabash River. But no matter what the temperature is on New Year's Day, he's holding on to the rope behind a ski boat. It was in 1979 when this Oaktown resident took to the river in February because of a warm day. Then he decided to make a ritual of skiing at least one day each month the rest of the year. First few months in 1980 were not too favorable for water skiing, but March gave him a warm Sunday. He decided to continue skiing at least once every month that year. It wasn't until 1981 that Hall decided to start an annual ritual by skiing January 1st of each year. Then every month after that, he's been in the water at least one day unless the river is frozen solid and there's no water flowing. Why would he subject himself to what some might think is torture? No apparent reason. Hall said he just likes to ski on the Wabash River. During the last 10 years, Hall has skied at Kentucky Lake once and on the Ohio River twice. But his first love always has been and always will be the Wabash River. Rather than going around and around the outer limits of lake, Hall enjoys the scenic route of the Wabash when leaves turn to rainbow of colors during the fall. Trailing behind the back of a boat with a full tank of gas, Hall has skied as far north as Terre Haute and back to Vincennes. The Wabash has taken him as far south as Interstate 64. One of his goals is to use the Wabash to ski as far north as Lafayette and as far south as the Ohio River. Thinking in terms of non-stop flights, Hall is a non-stop skier. He has stayed up as many as 110 miles without faltering. If the boat pulling him gets too close to something in the water like a huge log, Hall simply just jumps over it. Every weekend of the summer, Hall is on the river. Sometimes he goes a couple of laps and he gets off work during the week. Although the warm days are the best times, the cold days certainly stick in his mind. On January 1st, 1987, the temperature was a frosty 16 degrees above zero. On New Year's Day in 1981, the temperature was only 2 degrees warmer. When it's that cold, I do a dry start, he said. I take off from the shore and get off on the shore because if you get off in the water, it gets pretty intense. Hall recalled one time when he hit a chunk of ice in the water, soaked from head to toe. The toboggan on his head wasn't much good for him, as he took a chilly dip. The driver pulled him to the boat club, but by the time he exited the water, his head was pounding. Now, if the temperature drops below 20 degrees, Hall wears a diver hood. Laughing about his experiences, the furry-faced fellow recalls having ice 1/2 inch thick on his beard and wetsuit. The spraying from the boat always gives him a pretty good soaking, whether he submerges himself in water or not. Every time I'd move, the ice would break off. He laughed about this end of his adventure. Hall considers himself a good skier. Father taught him to ski at the age of 9 or 10. His mother also loved the water and skied until she turned 69 years old. Being a heavy equipment operator to earn a living, Hall believes he is a daredevil. He has been to Switzerland to snow ski, but given a choice, he would take water skiing over snow. He's jumped out of planes to skydive, but parasailing, surfing, hang gliding, and race cars in excess of 200 miles per hour. Although Hall wouldn't reveal his age, he said he was older than dirt. But apparently age is just a state of mind, which doesn't stop this Knox County resident from doing whatever his heart desires in all kinds of weather.